What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. Man, the world is a crazy place, and you can get lost up in it. Now, I don't know for what rhyme or reason, but Kevin Hart, man, is like Mr. Teflon. I mean, fame, man. Fame is a powerful thing. I mean, really. Fame and celebrity, some people want that. Like Kevin Hart actually wanted someone to actually know who he was without him telling him his name. That just blew him away. And that rush of fame, but it was the success. Like he's made it. He put in all this work and kept striving because he believed, and it finally was paying off. So that reward of fame just stayed with him. And it made him feel invincible, even for a moment of time. Now, I'm looking at like that lawsuit he won. He got the $7 million lawsuit dismissed. You remember that? Well, everyone remembers where the judge dismissed his his tape that he made or was made by whoever. 2017, there was a big scandal. This Montia's Sandbag or whatever her name is came out that she was brought into the wrong venue. She met up with a married man who she knew was married. Knew was the Kevin Hart. And she met up with him. They met at a hotel. And like it was the worst sex tape probably ever made, but the tape was made. And why it was made, it was ridiculously put together. Um, Kevin Hart was slated to lose his family, everything. And his wife had to forgive him for all that he's done yet again, because this is wife number 2. Now, back in February, Kevin Hart had asked the judge to dismiss this case. He was like, I was wrongfully served. You know, the person drove up to my house and threw the papers in my driveway. Right in front of a security guard. So they went and got Kevin Hart's security guard. What's his name? Ray. They went and got Big Ray. Big Ray came down there and said they just threw a summons and a complaint out of a car window and in the side of, just threw it right in the front of me. So, anyhow, Kevin Hart finally got himself heard by a judge. Because the first time it had been dismissed with a technical issue with the way they filed it. So now they amended it, refiled the complaint, and now the lawsuit is claiming that while they had consensual intercourse or whatever, the act was being filmed unbeknownst to her, and it further explained that the filming was done by associates of Kevin Hart, a guy named J.T. Jackson, who was seeking publicity for his own upcoming comedy tour. This is what went down, right? Yeah, we heard about. Jackson got charged with extortion and just beat his case recently, which was crazy. And the person sandbag is over here talking about Kevin Hart was a victim also. They both was victims. Now, Kevin Hart discloses this as one of the lowest moments of his life. And his wife revealed she found out via Instagram DM. Somebody DM'd her what was going on. You know, she was pregnant, you know, if anybody remembers. And that was a nightmare for them to deal with. But a judge, once again, gets the lawsuit dismissed. As the judge tells them, y'all filed this thing with the wrong court. Y'all got to go somewhere else. So this little, I'm going to try to get a money grab off Kevin Hart. It's not going to work that way. He's got high protection for all of his screw-ups. This man just got into a car accident that injured about 3 to 4 people. Very bad. Like 3 of these people having back surgeries. All kind of rumors come up. Right? Now, all this stuff about Kevin Hart, his damaged reputation, and all of these things, somebody had this many allegations. They're supposed to be through. Balled up, thrown away. They would have went to another comedian by now. I mean, Chris Tucker never got this far. Hell, Chris Rock didn't even get this far. Where Kevin Hart is, I'm willing to say only Eddie, because Martin Lawrence didn't get this far. I'm willing to say he's probably right under Eddie. He's right under Eddie. As far as the comedians and success, Kevin Hart is probably right under Eddie Murphy. This has been a wild ride for Kevin. And in a short period of time, he has amassed an empire. And people are going to sue you. Because remember that $7.2 million lawsuit with the ex-business partners? It was like, what, Stand Up Digital? They said he botched their phone app by divulging that he was having an intermarital affair. So now their phone app suffered. Well, the judge landed it on Kevin Hart's side, saying he did not benefit from going public with the affair. The judge said that the incident damaged Kevin Hart's reputation, and he didn't have to inform his business partners about the affair announcement. And the evidence or whatever didn't prove that Kevin Hart violated his contract. So Kevin Hart avoided going to trial. And this whole thing was a mess. And Kevin Hart was going to do a game with them called Gold Ambush. And that was an interactive game where Kevin Hart and his family would have characters. And they spent about $1 million developing the app. And it was supposed to come out right after the incident happened. And when that broke, the game rollout was destroyed. And it was like Kevin Hart should have communicated with us before he went public, telling people about this affair. Oh boy. This is life, people, when you're famous. People are going to try to sue you for everything you do. I try to have as much business partners as I can. Because you're basically inviting people to sue you down the road. That's how you know you made it. When you're getting sued. What you do? Nothing. But I'm getting sued, baby. Now your money's going to lawyers and courts and suits and suits and suits. And you going to court, you don't even know which courtroom you're going in there and what you're fighting for, and you just basically just stand there and let your lawyer do all the talking. It's like, why do I need to be present for that? Now, what have we learned today? Keep your circle small, but people will sue you. And if you got the right people behind you, you got the right people behind you, you will not go to trial. If you got the right powerful people around you and they making a lot of money with you, you ain't gonna have to deal with this nonsense. Now, let's get to his friend, JT. Because there's another side of Kevin you guys don't know, that Philly side. And because of it, there's a lot of questions to be answered. You feel me? We'll talk about that in a minute. Patreon only. I'm out.